Hey, welcome everybody. I wanted to start this YouTube channel in hopes to go over the psychology of investing. The quote that comes to mind is the most important organ in investing is not the brain, it is the stomach. We tend to be very emotional or reactive, or I don't know, we have so many distractions that help us lead to not optimal financial decisions. And yeah, sometimes it's just you just can't use your brain for everything when it comes to investing. And I think discovering why you're investing and what kind of investor you are will take you a lot further than number crunching data, articles and ratios. Those are all helpful, but if you don't know certain things about yourself, I don't think the ratios and numbers mean half the picture, and you need to know yourself for the other half to make it fit into your thing. You want to be a portfolio architect, and you want to know what you're building. And yeah, I think if you don't have any foundational something, it's hard to be an architect of your portfolio slash financial journey. And so here's a little intro that I wrote, and I'm just going to read it to you guys. It might be a little long, I don't know. But learning how to invest is a lifelong journey. You can't learn everything overnight. Best to take it one step at a time. Baby steps. Baby steps. With this being a lifelong experience, investing should help live your life, not take over your life. It's going to be captivating, taking your first step to changing your future. But before we can get started, I think it's important to know yourself first. Investing / personal finance is a personal journey that no one can walk for you. What works for me might not and probably will not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me, but it doesn't mean we can't help each other. It will take time to figure out what kind of investor you are. It usually takes losing money to really find out. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. As we grow, I think it's important that we grow into ourselves and not mimic others. Take the best parts of people and combine them to make you. If everyone was doing the same thing, it wouldn't be a market then. Okay, now before I tell you anything, always be wary of listening to people on YouTube, Twitter, and Discord. I will be the first to tell you that I am not the right person to teach you how to invest. Being a mentor takes a lot of work. Anyone who is worth a damn, unfortunately, isn't out here holding beginners' hands. They are out there using their knowledge. They don't have the time or effort to hold your hand, so that just leaves us mediocre investors who have a helpful heart. And you don't want to learn from middle-tier retail investors. Luckily, there are many great investors who have, guess what, written a book, and this is where you should start. You should invest in yourself, invest in learning for the rest of your life, build your own ideas, your own process, be open to change as we learn and grow. Before I send you off, remember, we are investing to live a fuller life. We are investing so we can continue learning for the rest of our lives. And most importantly, we are investing to have fun. I forgot who exactly said it, but no one cares more about your money than you. And I guess from the intro, I have a whole getting started section, and then it goes into books and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think a good way to, I think it's just important to figure out what kind of person you are. And I guess some food to nibble on to get you started is I think you should question everything, because everything out in the financial media is persuaded by someone. When there's money involved, there's a lot of shady characters involved, and I don't know, even if even all these analysts have meetings with these companies so they can ask questions. They have lunch and dinner meetings with the associates. And am I really going to give a company that just bought me a really nice dinner a sell rating? I don't know. It is these companies will lobby politicians, and so you best bet that they're lobbying these businesses. And so all these financial articles and whatnot, they're not only do millions of other people read them, but they too have a bias. I don't know what it is, but they do have a bias. A company might pay Financial Times $10,000 to write an article, and if I'm paying money for you to write an article, you better not say a bad thing about me, and then you're going to read that article. Millions of people are going to read that article, and it's just, I don't know, just question everything. And it's just, money attracts all kinds of people, attracts good and bad people. So just be wary. But yeah, so that's something to nibble on. And I think an analogy, I have two analogies for you, in trying to figure out what kind of investor you are. And I guess we can use a car as an example. What kind of car do you drive? What kind of car does your neighbor drive? Your spouse, your kids? A sports car doesn't make a good family car. It's expensive, but fast. If I was single, maybe a sports car would be perfect for me. But if I have a family and, kids, a minivan might be a better option, and, if I'm having a car for my teenage kids, safety might be the most important thing. And, there's just, everyone has different needs for a car. And I think that's similar to investing, so there's not a one size fits all, or, one size, I don't know, fits many. It's just, what kind of car are you in this investing world? Do you like growth stocks that are fast and aggressive? Not aggressive, I don't know, fast and sleek looking, and they garner a lot of attention? Or do you want the Honda Civics of the world, they're a little boring, but they're extremely reliable, and they can last you, 200, 300,000 miles? Like, there's a lot of different things out there, and I think it's important not to be suckered into one type or one direction, just because, I don't know, just be aware of all the different things. And along with thinking about what kind of car that you want to drive, I think it's also important to think about what kind of driver you want to be. Think about a time when you've driven in traffic. I don't even know where to begin. I think that you could drive let's just say there's traffic and you're in the very left lane, the fast lane, and you're just staying in your lane, and you see another car, coming from behind, and they're weaving in and out of traffic, trying to get ahead, and at times this car does get ahead, but eventually, as you stay in your lane, like, you catch up to the car, and the car gets ahead a little bit, and then you catch up, and then you might even get ahead a little bit, and a car might fall behind, and they're, cutting in and out of the lane. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is, do you want to be the driver that's, trying to weave in and out of traffic to gain a slight advantage when you can just be chilling in your lane, and not really stressing and worrying about, I don't know, like what kind of driver do you want to be? Or do you want to be completely passive and you truly don't care when you get to your destination, and do you just drive in the slow lane from the very beginning of your journey, And do you normally not ever go into the fast lane? It's just, what kind of driver do you want to be? And I think, I hope the analogy makes sense, but, what kind of car are you and what kind of driver do you want to be? And for me, I guess I want to drive the sports car in the slow lane. I don't know. Most people probably want to drive the sports car in the fast lane. Most people might want to weave through traffic, but I think, driving me, I want to be a sports car because I like flashy, fast growing stocks. I don't know if flashy is the right word, but, sleek looking, they garner attention, they turn heads. Other people like it, and fast growing. So I think definitely the sports car, but I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get to my destination. So I like to be very non-attentive. So I like to drive in the slow lane, so I don't annoy the people who are trying to go, in the fast lane fast all the time. And I think just figuring out, and that's the thing, like, are you even a sports car type thing, or like the Honda Civic or the truck? I don't know what a truck is. Maybe you just like to collect a lot of things and just load them up onto your truck bed. And I don't know, maybe you like to ride a motorcycle and you like things simple, or I don't know. There's different types of motorcycles. I don't know, but just what kind of car are you and what kind of driver do you want to be? Sometimes you think that weaving through traffic does give you the advantage, and sometimes those couple of seconds might save you from being stopped at a red light. And so I think there's many. My point of through all this is there's no right or wrong way to drive. I think you just need to find the right person or thing to learn from. And I hope, before I make this video too long, it's just, delusions. There's a lot of things out there to persuade your mind, or there's a lot of things out there that are paid to persuade your mind a certain way. So just be careful out there. Just I don't know. Try to start from ground zero. I guess that's what I'm going for. Is I want everyone to take what they think they know about investing and kind of throw it away. Start at ground zero. Trust no one. Every article that you read, assume that it has some kind of financial motivation. Either they're trying to convince you of something, or they got paid to try to convince you to feel a type of way. And start to think for yourself. Think about what kind of person you are. Think about what kind of person you want to be. Think about what your role is going to be in this market. Where do you want to provide your capital to, where others are not? And I don't know, there's a lot of people out there who are just like, I'm investing to make money, and making money is the only thing that matters. And I think you're looking at investing in stocks the wrong way. Yes, we're all looking to make money, but if you just want to make money, I think there are better avenues than stocks to make a lot of money. I think, investing in small businesses can be very lucrative and make you a lot of money. And I don't know. See, I think there's just different tools that are at people's disposals, but they try to use the wrong tool for the wrong set. And I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to end this video, but what kind of investor are you? Peace and love. Until next time.